If any of you have ever looked at Aikido Journal, either on the websites or Facebook, you will see Budo, O Sensei's 1938 book, Budo, all the time. And I'm always constantly harping on it. And one of the reasons I am is because Saito Sensei thought it was so important, and he was definitely right. There is the first technical photo in the book. O Sensei Doug looks like this. Something very close to that. His partner was his son. That's about as mainstream as you can get. Okay? Now, how often do you see a position like this in modern Aikido? A few people are experimenting with things like that. And I'm not saying that he never changed from 1938, he did, but a lot of what he was doing in the Iwama years when Saito Sensei had access to him had not changed that much. We just don't know about it because that's post-war. When Japan is poor, nobody was taking films of Aikido there. We just have a few photographs from that period. I'm talking about the late 40s to early 1950s. We have almost nothing. I don't know if there are any films. Something from 1953, but that's a demonstration. So that's a blank. We have to surmise from what Saito Sensei was doing from the reference point being the 1938 book, and the 1936 Noma Dojo photos, of which there are 1,000, and Saito Sensei's Aikido. There was a merging going on there, and we have to guess at what the gaps are and what the evolution was. And what Saito Sensei learned from O Sensei, and then what Saito Sensei's innovations or the evolution that took place under him. Okay? But it's totally different from mainstream Aikido, because mainstream Aikido practiced all over the world within the Aikikai system comes from the roots of Hombu Dojo in the 1950s and 60s. The two main figures being Ueshiba Kishomaru and Tohei Koichi. And I've written about this extensively. You may have read some of the articles, and I give you my reasons for believing that to be the case. So O Sensei's staff on modern Aikido is very weak. His impact is when we bow and clap, we're looking at it and we say, oh, he's an old man and he's the one who started this. But we don't know what he thought. We don't know the nuts and bolts of his technique. They're lost to us. We have to almost do a forensic study to try to pick up a little nugget of information here and there and put it all together and see if what he was doing is worth considering in our modern Aikido. I think it was. I forgot to bring the book. I have a facsimile copy of the book Budo.
I have it right there.
You have it right there? Okay.
Yeah, on the left side of the helmet.
Oh, good.
No, that's not it.
It's on the shelf. It's okay.
No, it's right there in front, next to the flowers.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, about 1/3 of the techniques here are weapons techniques. Okay? And the other techniques are taijutsu. If you want to, and Pat gives permission, you go through here. And I want you to find a technique where O Sensei has not gone to the outside, to the flank, to do a technique. You won't see him doing one technique standing in front of his partner. Now, I'm not saying there was nothing in the curriculum there, but that's not ideally where you want to be, standing right in front of your partner within striking distance. To do the techniques, he's going to the flank. Makes sense. If he's over there and here, I'm very uncomfortable. I'm totally exposed here. I can't see him very well. If he's manipulating me and I'm falling over here, how can I even take a step? Okay? Let's look a little bit at that concept. But I invite you to look at that. And when I came up through Aikido, nobody ever talked about, I mean, they would mention the blind spot here and there, but they didn't stress the importance of going to the flank. There's so many techniques. I learned things like this. Like kata dojo. You guys ever done it this way? Okay, let's keep in mind what I just said and start analyzing it for me. Are there any problems here? Yeah. Can you reach me there? Can you see me? Yeah, this is not a good place to be. If he's coming there, I may want to be out here, then I can do stuff. But I learned how to do it. I learned this. And here's where the manual labor started. And what happened? If you practice with a person, you have a silent agreement, a gentleman's agreement, ladies' agreement. And it is, if you don't give me a hard time, I won't give you a hard time. So you can practice it. But there's nothing martial about it. And if we're doing it that way, and some of the top names in Aikido have shown it that way, you can go on YouTube and take a look at the videos. Download them to your computer. Step through in a video editor, one frame at a time, and analyze what's going on. You're going to find lots of serious weaknesses. Some of the top names. Okay? Now, what's this called? I don't know. Okay? It's in that book there. But there's also another variation, kind of similar to what we're doing. Now watch what this can be the gateway to. Okay. Remember the elbow? I don't have to be strong to do that. Okay, instead of forcing your hand out, has anybody ever done this? Grab me real strong. And got stuck here?
Oh yeah.
What happened? Well, you were late, but how about if you just move this hand a little bit more? Now, the beauty of the blind spot. What can he do to me here? What can I do to him here? Totally exposed. I'm sorry, this one? Okay, so we're leading him around this way, right into his blind spot. Okay. All right, so let's try, Larry. We'll go Taino Henko. We'll lead our partner around. We'll keep this in front of him here. We could go like this, or we could bring it into Yinage. In either case, we're in the blind spot. Okay, so again. Okay, so we come here. We keep him orbiting around us. Notice my elbow. Okay? I could do into a jiu-jitsu type of movement here. Or, lots of stuff we can do. You want to try that? Yeah. Just, I'll show you one more time, very slowly. So I'm bringing around here, okay? I'll turn it a little bit, see? Here, now he's orbiting around me, I don't even have to move. Using rotational force. I become the sun, he's the planet orbiting around. Okay? Please try that.
Hi, I'm Stánlει Pránin, here to tell you about my new online video course, The Zone Theory of Aikido. You know, I've been involved in Aikido for more than 50 years. To tell the truth, Aikido has been my life. I can't think of a better discipline to train well-rounded, fit people with excellent self-defense skills. That being said, I believe we still have a long way to go to develop more refined teaching methodologies to accelerate students' advancement in the art. What do I mean? Well, I travel frequently in Aikido circles and train with practitioners of many different styles. I found similar training patterns regardless of the approach to Aikido. I consider one of the biggest hurdles to improving one's skills is the almost universal tendency to resort to physical strength in attempting to make techniques work. When Aikido practitioners get stuck, they tense up and try to force their way through the technique. I see this everywhere I go. For many years I experienced the same thing in my own training. Only recently have I been able to discover ways of using the body as a unified structure when applying techniques. What a difference this has made. This has been a liberating discovery that has allowed me to totally rethink my way of approaching the execution of techniques. My techniques work now consistently even against training partners of superior strength. This has never happened before. In the Zone Theory of Aikido video course, I'm going to walk you through this innovative approach to doing Aikido. I'll show you ways of using your body more efficiently. I'll explain the importance of positioning, balance breaking, how to use atemi, kiai, and osensei stoemi stance to give you a tremendous advantage in practice. I look forward to sharing this whole new world of training principles and strategies with you.